Are you there, Terry?
I am here.
Oh, you are here. My microphone doesn't seem to. Hang on.
We'll have to share.
I know. I can make this happen. I think. Well, why don't you introduce yourself while I wrestle with this here?
My name is Terry Queen Autry, and I'm one of Rick's oldest friends in the city of Ruston. I met him in 1983 when I think we both had just gotten to town. And he has been a friend to me and to Dart for a number of years, like 27, because we're 27 years old now.
My microphone doesn't want to work. Silly me. Okay,
so we're going to share.
We're going to share. I can talk louder than you, so I'm not shouting at you. All right, so we're at Grown and Grazed. We want folks to come out to Grown and Grazed. Terry Queen Autry is here. And the last time I saw you, we did the Dart tribute in song and story for inspiration for those that were slain by domestic violence. Let's touch on that briefly, and then let's turn it right into what you're going to buy here at Grown and Grazed.
I know. I need to come back and get a burger is what I need. I'm dying for one. Actually, that was the most inspiring candlelight vigil we have ever had, and we had it totally over the radio, but Rick gave us an entire week, half of his show, 2 hours each day for 5 days. And that way, we didn't just call out names of the now 47, 48, I think we just added one that last week, individuals in our community, men, women, and children who have been killed as a result of domestic violence. But Rick had two wonderful ideas which made this such a great program that people were listening to it in France, in Seattle, in California. We had listeners everywhere that were letting me know that they were just so amazed. Because one thing was, if that person hadn't died that day, what might they be doing today? And that was fascinating to think about, fascinating to imagine, sobering and poignant. Mm-hmm. But then the uplifting part of the calling of the names and that part was to say, what can you do today? And I think you came up with this yourself. What can we do today to pay tribute to this person's life? And I specifically remember 2 little girls, sisters, and they were only 18 months and 7 years when they were killed. Mm-hmm. And we just said, plant daffodils, because in the springtime, they will always come back and they'll be bright and sunny and yellow and remind you of rebirth. And that will be inspiring for these girls.
We're talking with Terry Queen Autry a little bit about Dart. We're at Grown and Grazed, the Herd Food Truck. Now, you moved to Ruston, I'm going to guess, 1981. Maybe
83.
83. I was going to work my way up. And I came here, I think I came in 82. I almost said 81. Ruston is happening. It always has been happening. It had a great vibe to it, and we're sitting in a great vibe place right now. So it is the Herd Food Truck, Grown and Grazed over my shoulder, and Staples Sandwich Shop, and also Bad Wolf Barbecue, plus some great ideas for development here for this building, for, I think, shops, music venues, boutiques, etc. So why don't you talk and brag about how you like the way Ruston has been and is and growing?
I mean, Ruston is a jewel. And when I moved here in 1983, I unfortunately moved here right after the students left in May, and I was a little taken aback at the emptiness of town.
Well, let me stop. I moved here on the 4th of July.
Okay.
Nobody was here. Back in 1982, 4th of July, nobody got out and did whatever they do now. I mean, I understand.
I know. I was so taken aback. But you know what? You look around downtown now, and with the farmers market, with this area alone, which I'm thrilled to see Desi's ideas. I loved listening to him one day when I was here, and I think this would be just something that families would come to and bring their lawn chairs and just hang out and listen to music, and then mom can go in and look at some shops. Kids are happy, being fed. I just think it's so exciting. Our downtown area is so pretty. I mean, I love that they're doing things with the upstairs of buildings now.
Well, you know how I found out this morning, because I had the speaker and I'm doing this at the Bike Smith, and so I get into the music and I had it up a little loud. And
somebody lives above?
Well, they live across the street above, and they were walking their dog and they waved and I said, "I'm sorry." So yeah,
that's the Humphreys.
I apologize.
Ben and Diane.
Won't happen again. Anyway, yeah.
Sweet people and good neighbors to Dart, matter of fact.
Cool. All right, so we're at Grown and Grazed. Come on out, experience Grown and Grazed if you haven't experienced it yet. Rix-Mix Community Radio, staple sandwiches, or Lone Wolf Barbecue. What are you doing here, and what are you going to buy, and why?
Well, I really stopped here to learn about Brussels sprouts because Rose gave me some from Bad Wolf Barbecue this last week, and I said, I've got to find out when it's on the menu. So that's why I stopped today. But then when I saw you, I had just seen you around the corner a minute ago, and I said, well, Rick's setting up, so I'm going to walk on over and see what's going on. I knew I was too early. Nothing would be really open. Well, they're open for breakfast. Yeah, I've had good breakfast here before. And I am headed to work. I'll be going to Dart right now.
To Dart, all right. Well, the number to remember here, let me put this out here because you never know. By the way, those 10 hours of tribute are up on the podcast page of Godley Works Productions SoundCloud. I encourage folks to go back and listen. It was a great group effort. Kate Starter-Hilburn, Mary Tyler Storms, you, and
Chris Anglin.
Chris Anglin, yeah, it was awesome. But this is the number. If you find yourself in a situation, 888-411-1333, 888-411-1333. There are resources. And Terry, as you know, somebody who's in a situation thinks there's no way out. Others have felt that way, but others have gotten out, and encourage whomever that may be who may want to make that call.
And you know, we urge you to give us a call because during COVID, domestic violence episodes have radically increased, and strangulation is in shocking numbers right here in our own community. It's in the paper all the time. And that is a sign of the stress that people are living with. And when you live with an abusive individual and you're isolated as well, that just is a situation ripe for disaster. So don't stay there. Give us a call. You can get legal advocacy, you can get counseling, you can help for your children, and you can get help with emergency shelter. And then later, if you're ready to move into your own place, we'll help you with that.
Well, Terry, thanks for all that you do. Now I'm dangerous because you don't have to come to me. I can take everything to you, wherever.
And we're ready for that. We're making some plans for you, Rick.
All right, sounds good. Let's continue. Here's Leon Bridges now on Rix-Mix Community Radio at Grown and Grazed, the Herd Food Park. Come see us today.
I got a call from my baby.